Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we will be diving into the newly patched Mysterium event. I'll be reacting live to the changes and giving my raw thoughts and opinions. After reading through the patch notes, I got really curious about these updates will affect the event. So in this video, I'll go over the patch notes once more to make sure we are on the same page, and then I'll jump straight into the event to see how it plays out. Stick around for my honest review of the update Mysterium. Now let's go take a look at the first point, the modification of unlocking conditions for level 4. You have to complete chapter 15 of the Server Chronicle before you can unlock the level 4. This is new. Honestly, I don't know why they unlocked it or they changed it this way. I think it's probably because the rewards are better, and I think they want people to push the Chronicle faster. And the second one being the random events. I'm really curious about this one because it's an event inside the Mysterium that once we complete one of the levels, it will trigger the event, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. Number 3, Mysterium Shop. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't have any KVK Immortals artifacts, because I think a lot of people, especially in the older server, has been looking for where to obtain the KVK Immortal artifacts, but it seems like we are getting the same artifact that we used to get, but in different form. I'm gonna show you guys the shop real quick. As you can see, the artifacts here are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the one of the probably most popular artifact that are most sought after by a lot of players are Merlin. I think it's really good that you can obtain here the Zenobia, Hammurabi, and then you have Empress Wu, which is really good. And for you guys that wants to do a lot of damage for PvE like spiders and bosses, here you have Yoshi artifact, which is pretty good. And you still have like Richard and William and the other immortals, although I cannot see Alex and Attila here, but I'm assuming they're gonna be added. So for me, I think it's okay. I'm just a little bit disappointed that they didn't have KVK Immortals artifacts here, but if you take away that, I think the rest is pretty good. So now we go into number 4 and the last point in this patch notes about the Mysterium. We're gonna see challenge level selection feature. After completing your first challenge in the Mysterium, you will be able to freely choose your challenge level after each reset. Upon clearing the chosen level, you will receive all rewards from the level and all preceding level at once. So what it means is, if you finish your, let's say, Mysteriums, all the levels once, and after the next reset, you can do it again, but then you can choose the level that you already done. For example, I can do level 4, then I can go straight to level 4, but you will get rewards for the first, second, and third floor as well at the end of the level 4. So this is a really good for me. I think this is a very good update. I think a lot of people, especially in the beginning, will be doing this and grinding the Mysterium. And first challenge, after completing your first challenge and obtaining the rewards for the corresponding level, you can unlock the next level from then on. You can choose any unlock level to challenge. Once a level is completed in hard mode, the normal difficulty for that level will also be unlocked. So basically the same thing as I just said, and I'm really curious about this and it looks good in my opinion. So for B, cycle reset subsequent challenges. Lost souls when the cycle reset. The selected bonuses from the highest cleared level in the previous cycle will remain in effect. Select challenges level. After each cycle resets, you'll need to select a level to start your challenge. Once you clear that level, you'll receive all the rewards from the level and the preceding levels at once. So basically the same as I said, but it just kind of repeat what I said basically. And the Lost Soul, it seems like gonna be like the same current that we already had before when you beat one of like the stations where you see the troops are. You can just pick between the three like buff or bonuses, and then they're gonna go with you until probably the third or the highest level. I haven't finished yet, but we're gonna go through that together, so we're gonna see that. And the level 4 difficulty selections, when you're choosing the difficulty of level 4 easy or hard, the same difficulty and corresponding level rewards will apply to level 3. So I think it's the same as we have now, to be honest. When I think about it, I will go through it, so I will comment about this when we're doing the live gameplay as well. So yeah, the reward distribution level rewards can only be claimed once during each event cycle and cannot be obtained repeatedly. That's totally fine, very straightforward. And manual reset, you can manually reset the Mysterium state within the event cycle. After resetting, selected bonuses will revert to the state saved from the most recent cleared level. Map and immortal status will also reset. Level cleared during the cycle cannot be challenged again, so uncleared levels can be selected. Okay, so if we reset while, let's say we're going to level 2 or level 3 and you suddenly want to reset, you can reset everything, but then you don't have to, or you cannot do like redo the whole level until that part, so you won't be able to get the same like the rewards many times during the cycle. You just happen once you reset, you go straight back to where you kind of end up in. So that's pretty good. I think that's understandable. Um, I think it's pretty clear. So I hope you guys understand that. And I don't know if I explain it well enough. If not, please give me a comment so I can explain it further, or I will probably show you guys during the gameplay. And the C last point, rewards distribution. Rewards obtained from defeating enemies and chests in the Mysterium will be distributed after defeating the boss of the most recent level. Basically, straightforward. Yeah, that's it for the patch notes about the Mysterium, and now we're going to go play the game live. Now let's take a look at the gameplay. This is pre-recorded gameplay, and here you can see I'm choosing level, but since this is your first time, you cannot choose the other level, so I went with the floor one and normal mode. And yeah, if this would have been the live gameplay, it would have taken you like 60 minutes to make, just the gameplay, and then you have another 8-9 minutes from the patch review or patch note review. So I choose to speed up the video so you guys don't have to sit and listen to me for like 20 minutes per video, because I know you guys kind of skip around. So let's go straight to the point. So let's see here. It's very similar to what we already had. Um, yeah, you go through the stages instead of getting the rewards like right there and that. Then you you get rewards at the end of the level, which is fine. And then you can see the yellow question marks, where I think it can give you some good bonuses, which is really good for for the early game players, mid game players when they are want to do the stages. And I think this is an improvement from the last Mysterium, although it kind of looked the same, has basically the same thing, different rewards. As you can see, the coins you get the first level you get 750, the second level you get 1500, and then the third level you get 2250, and the last level you get around 3000. So in total, when you do one of the cycle, you can get 7500 coins for the shop. So you can get 10 artifact fragments per time, which is better than before already, which I'm really happy about. And I think a lot of people gonna grind this more, especially when they have Zenobia artifacts here, Merlin, Empress Wu. I think the only thing that was mentioned earlier when we were looking at the shop was they removed Alex, Attila, Elcid, but I think they're gonna come back. We just have to wait because I think it was weird of them to remove the artifact while Saladin is still here. So yeah, we will see in the next few days, maybe next week, they're gonna do some changes and update that so they become coming here. As you can see, this is very similar. You do the first 3 levels of the floors, then on the 4th floor you come to the labyrinth where you do the same thing. You need 2 teams to be able to finish the whole Mysterium. You can choose between easy mode and hard mode, and of course if you have a lot of hearts, if you don't know what hearts is that you can resurrect the immortals. I already made a video earlier about Mysterium, and I'm gonna put a link on the description. If you don't know how the older one looks like, you can go through that real quick, just scroll through that, and then you can come back and see the similarities. And it's not that much different, although the rewards now is way better. And I think a lot of people will grind this even more because from what I've been told and what I'm from asking people around, they told me that they stopped doing the Mysterium for a while, some of them up to 6 months, some of them up to a year, because some of the immortals artifacts were very similar to, or they already maxed them out and they didn't need to do them anymore. So this one gonna be very interesting, and then they added more artifacts, which was really needed. And it was long time overdue, especially with the artifacts and rewards. And I think a lot of people are gonna be grinding this for at least a couple months before they max out items. And from what I understand, if you manage to finish the hard mode, let's say for 6 cycles, you can already have 1 artifact, which I think is really fast. I think they want to pace up the newer players, the mid game players, to to reach the end game. So this is really exciting especially for the new players and the mid game players. And you can see also there are power recommendations at the end of the or no, at every teams you meet. They have a power recommendations, which is really good. And you can see, I was talking here, but I choose to just mute the video, so I talk over that video again. I was waiting to do the boss and see how it goes. As you see, the 3,000 coins, which is really good. Some same old rewards. And I mean, I'm not sad about it. You get a lot of artifacts, fragments from the shop as well. You get a lot of speed ups, resources, gold. I'm very happy about it. And you can see there are some stuff probably the new players can get, such as the artifacts for Yisengi, Empress Wu, Merlin. I think Merlin gonna be very popular here. Zenobia as well. You have Ramses as well for water, which is very popular. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Very similar. Still very good. Like, I mean, very good in terms of rewards. Is much better, but I think a lot of people will eventually, get tired of it because they max out the artifacts that they needed, right? So it's very common. I hope, but I think they did a good job now, the devs, and we will see in the future if they're gonna add more artifacts. I'm very happy with this update, and once you manage to do a lot more levels, everything will become more automatic, and yeah, I think it could be easier for everybody instead of, if this video was running in a normal speed, it would have taken you around half an hour just to watch through the whole thing. So I made it shorter and just give you an opinion, going through the gameplay with you guys, going through the patch notes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I made this really long, but I tried to short it down. Thank you for your time. See you again next video.